Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania Morning Hundoke. Today we have Reverend Yutaka Yamada presenting on this Monday, the 15th of June 2026, or the 1st of May in the 14th year of Chongil Guk. Thank you all for coming, and let's begin with a bow to our true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. Chanji Champuninge Kambai. Karo. And let's recite our family pledge both in Korean and English.
가전맨세 2. 전국 주인 우리 가족은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님을 모시어 전주의 대표적 가정이 되며 중심적 가정이 되어 가정에서는 효자, 국가에서는 춘신, 세계에서는 성인, 전주에서는 선자의 가정의 도리를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 2. Our family, the owner of Chongil-guk, pledges to represent and become central to heaven and earth by attending the Heavenly Parent and True Parents. We pledge to perfect the dutiful family way of filial sons and daughters in our family, patriots in our nation, saints in the world, and divine sons and daughters in heaven and on earth by centering on true love.
And for the opening prayer, I'd like to share a prayer that Father gave entitled, Please Let Us Give Ourselves as Offerings for the Sake of the Way of Victory. Heavenly Parent, we have now realized that we must go this way for the sake of becoming victors for God. We have come to know that this way is a way of tears. It is a way of sweat and blood. And this way is the way of the offering which is shared with all the people by dividing one's flesh and blood into all its elements. We have come to realize that if we depart from this way, we will not be able to live in the universal garden of victory that you are hoping for. Heavenly Parent, we know that our lives are not our own. Our love is not our own. Our children are not our own, and all of our things are not our own either. We know that if through our greed we want to possess everything for ourselves, there is nothing that will be possessed by us. Therefore, please allow us to stand in the position of having become offerings who are able to give everything we have to you, since we know that everyone who is a human being must indemnify the grief of 6,000 years and become a victor. Heavenly Parent, please allow your sons and daughters who have gathered here today to be able to sing of your glory from a restored position by having accomplished their world-level and cosmic missions while representing only you and not minding this way of tears, this way of sweat, or this way of death, in order to go this way of victory. And we earnestly hope and desire that you will establish us as children who are able to return all the things of creation to you with tears of joy and to dominate the enemy Satan. Since we have committed all these things to you, Heavenly Parent, please let us go the way of tears, the way of sweat, and the way of blood for the sake of victory. Since the responsibility of having to pioneer the way of victory has been given to us today, please allow us to give ourselves as offerings on the cross by fulfilling this historical mission of victory. We have prayed all these things in the name of True Parents. Arju. Thank you. And before we welcome up Reverend Yutaka, I'd like to share a praise song. Please.
Sure, Mother, please do not worry. We, first, second, and third generation, will become one and move forward until the end. Dear beloved true parent, heavenly parent, we are here for you. No matter how difficult our lives may be, we will absolutely fulfill your dream, your promise.
Let's welcome up Rev Yutaka as he shares this morning.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining today to come this morning devotion, and also the happy 64th day of all things, all true things. So today is the holiday. So I believe each nation is preparing a special offering for this 64th these holidays. So each moment there is a history behind of the holiday. So through preparing and attending this day, please also offer your sincere devotion and also understand the deep meaning behind of this holiday. So I'm really appreciate. So I'd like to share some photo and also share the message. Today I'd like to share the two message. One is also Reverend Du, and also there was Vice National Leader of Family Federation Korea. There was also Reverend Kim's report. So today I would like to share two message. This is the yesterday in Philippines. There was the appreciation, the inauguration ceremony of a new regional director or national leader of Philippines. So yesterday, Reverend Ronnie Sodusta family stepped down from the regional director and national leader of Philippines, and the newly Reverend Leo Angelo Halo family received the new mission and to become the regional director and national leader of Philippines. So it was happened yesterday. Please pray for new leadership. So it was also the beautiful gathering. So Philippine case, even one nation, but also it is the region. That's why the leader is the regional director and national leader together. So this new family will take the role of the province of Philippines. Also, please pray for the things. And I will go to Sydney this Friday. So anyway, this is many meeting. So thank you for special offering always the churchman prayer in Sydney side. Your sincere devotion is really precious. We will pray for our Heavenly Parent and true parents and our Holy Mother Han, our true mother. New Zealand side and also Solomon Island always. And also Palau. Oh, thank you. And also Chie, who attended Heavenly Top Gun Asia last year, came back to Solomon Island. So it was also a good gathering in the Solomon Island. And also one more thing, as you know, our Reverend Ito is also the hospitalized and he's getting better. About Kenichi Ito, father side, but in the same time, the current national leader, Reverend Takaki Ito, little bit hospitalized in Champion now. Not so much really serious, but also hospitalized in Champion. Please also pray for his quick recovery. Okay, thank you. So today, first, I would like to share the Reverend Du's message. Soaring with two wings toward one destination. So always he's giving the message for all brothers and sisters in the world. So we can share together and learn the main aim and main message of the Director General of the World Mission Headquarters. Okay, so today I think Mrs. Leighton, please.
Yeah, good morning. Beloved and respected blessed families throughout the world. This week, we will commemorate the 64th day of all true things. As we reflect on the precious value of everything Heavenly Parent created and the love rooted therein, I pray that this will be a grace-filled week when we renew our commitment to the mission of creating the environment of Cheongguk.
Yes, thank you. Please continue.
Summary of last week's message. Last week, I shared the results of the Cheongguk Leaders Open Forum and reported that the regulations for pastors and public officials and for public asset management are evolving to build a more realistic and healthy faith community by reflecting diverse opinions in the mission areas. I also promised that we will continue working together to strengthen communication between the headquarters and the mission field, establish foundations for self-reliance, improve administrative systems, and solidify our vision in order to create a stable environment for the next generation.
Yes, thank you. In order to develop for future generation, those initiative and also investment was going on in each nation too. This also, it was a meeting in the World Mission Headquarters together with all leader of the continent. So we already learned last time, but how to conduct even in each national level, each regional level, even each community level. So this aim is important in each place. Please.
2. The two-stream strategy. This week, as we are entering the era of the settlement of Cheongguk, I would like to briefly discuss the two-stream strategy that we must practice together going forward. In line with the changing times of today, the World Mission Headquarters seeks to establish more clearly the direction and structure of mission work appropriate to the era of the settlement of Cheongguk. Accordingly, we are promoting a two-stream strategy consisting of the providential stream of human salvation and world restoration, namely the purpose of the whole, and the stream of life in the kingdom of heaven on earth, and the formation of a community of the culture of heart, namely the individual purpose.
Thank you. When we see our providence and when we see our current national situation, we could see what kind of point is lacking when we see in the history, and also when we see even including the future. That's why this two stream, this is the important guidance. We listened those content through the divine principle, the purpose of whole and the purpose of the individual. But when we see our movement detail and in reality, there are many lacking points. That's why once again, through this emphasis of these 2 points, we can re-establish or we establish for the future generations. Please.
Just as a train can run only on 2 rails, and a bird can fly through the sky only with 2 wings, this signifies that if either one is lacking, we can never achieve the settlement of Cheongguk. The first stream is that of absolutely following the providential direction of the true parents. The second stream is realizing the Cheongguk culture of heart, true love, and the values of a true family in our daily lives as blessed family members. Most notably, This second stream is not optional. It can be said to be the very breath that sustains our spiritual life.
Thank you. When we think about God's providence, we are easily think to invest for the fulfillment of the whole purpose. But God's providence is not only one. We have to fulfill both purpose, the purpose of whole for the providence to restore all nation and all world, and in the same time, how to become ideal person, ideal family, ideal community, fulfill tribal messiah. This both line we should understand and try to fulfill our best. Please.
3. Principled foundation. Harmonizing the vertical and horizontal. This strategy is not merely an organizational management strategy, but a fundamental mission paradigm based on Heavenly Parent's principle of creation. According to the principle of creation, every being has both an individual purpose and a whole purpose, and true value is realized only when these two purposes are brought into harmony.
Okay, please continue.
These two streams are like the relationship between the vertical and the horizontal. If the purpose of the whole directed toward true parents' providence is the vertical axis connected to heaven, then the individual purpose of embracing and caring for our family and neighbors is the horizontal axis. Likewise, if a flower's individual purpose is to emit a beautiful fragrance, then its whole purpose is to attract butterflies and bees through that fragrance and thereby contribute to the flourishing of the ecosystem. Just as we see in nature, true creative value is completed only when the vertical and horizontal fully intersect and harmonize.
Thank you. We also listen those contents through the divine principle or through lectures many times, but not only just knowing as the knowledge, but also to implement and practice and apply in the daily life, and even also to make it substantially. This is required in this time period. So how we can fulfill, how we can show this combination of fulfillment of those two things, vertical axis, horizontal axis, and also to create the beautiful atmosphere like to attract the butterflies. So if we can see, we can show the things, this become also the vision for the people, vision for the society, and even also nations. Please.
4. A change of era. Before seeking dominion over the universe, achieve dominion over yourself. Until now, we have advanced centered on the providential mission of the salvation of humankind and the restoration of the world. Yet, we must also reflect on the fact that, in that process, we may not have given sufficient attention to our growth and maturation as individuals and families. That is, to the fulfillment of our purpose as individuals. Long ago, true parents taught, before seeking dominion over the universe, first achieve dominion over yourself. This was a solemn admonition that the achievement of self-mastery, the spiritual perfection of our own inner selves and families, must precede building the great fortress of providential victory, dominion over the universe.
Yes, thank you. Before seeking dominion over the universe, first achieve dominion over yourself. When we think about the providence, we will do the witnessing, we will also the mission activities, we will also go to the society, and we also invested a lot for fulfilling the providence. Of course, this is really important and the precious mission. We will continue the things, but also fulfilling this achievement to fulfill the perfection of individual. This is not also the simple mission or a simple target, but through emphasis or having emphasis of this point more and more, then finally we can also achieve the two-way or two areas together. Please.
How can we speak of peace for humanity and the restoration of the world if we have not first achieved inner peace and family happiness? Now, as we enter the era of the settlement of Chongluguk, we stand at a clear turning point. If the paradigm of the past emphasized sacrifice for the sake of the whole, we must now move from sacrifice to security. The purpose of the whole should not be a structure that sacrifices the individual purpose. Rather, it should be a structure that guarantees and fulfills the purpose of each individual. This is the very essence of the two-stream strategy.
Yes. So through repeating, through reminding us, through determining to fulfill both purposes, we could also see the real development. Please.
The two streams, like two sides of the same coin. The first stream is the providential stream of the salvation of humankind and world restoration, that is, the purpose of the whole. This stream is like the North Star of the providence, centered on true parents' words and the providential coordinates they provide. It presents the absolute direction in which we must go. It is the stream of Chongshim, heavenly heart, which seeks heavenly parents' will, establishes the standards for global mission work, and affirms absolute values centered on true parents' teachings.
Yes. How to restore, how to give the salvation for all humanity, and how to restore the nation and world. This aim is same and also continue until the last moment. 8 billion people, they are the children of our heavenly parent, and this is the reason why our heavenly parent sent our true parents on this earth as our parents. So how we can fulfill these things, centering on our true parents also teaching he said. So we always remind, and we should not forget this final aim and also goal. Please.
The second stream is the stream of life in the heavenly kingdom on earth and the formation of the culture of heart, that is, the individual purpose. This stream is like the root of faith. It includes an individual's life of faith, harmony within the family, the practice of true love, and the life of a tribal messiah who loves his or her family and tribe.
Yes. So this is also second stream, how we can substantialize our God's will and also the words through our lives. This is also a high-level investment, not only talking, but also showing through our lives. So this is a really essential point. Please.
In the era of Chongluguk, the statement, life itself is witnessing, is the most precise truth. As each person fulfills his or her life as a true child of heaven and experiences the heavenly kingdom on earth, that will become the most powerful testimony for people in society.
So when we witness, when we meet the guest, how do they feel? Of course, they will touch through God's word, but also they will touch through our character, our nature, and even our life itself. So how we can also develop our internal nature, character, this is also necessary together. Please.
6. The core principle, a structure in which the whole guarantees the individual. The essence of the two-stream strategy is not only the pursuit of two parallel streams, but the restoration of the proper relationship between the whole purpose and the individual purpose. The purpose of the whole provides direction, while the individual purpose substantiates that direction in daily life. Just as a tree can grow tall only when its roots are strong, the purpose of the whole, the salvation of all people and world restoration, can be substantially realized only when it is built upon the foundation of personal spiritual maturity and family stability. Only upon the foundation of happy members and healthy families can the purpose of the whole truly blossom.
Yes. So this content was emphasized. This is actually also great things for ourselves, our family, and also our community. In the past, because of the providential requirement, it was not easy to think our own happiness or not easy to invest for family or community happiness. Really have to sacrifice everything to reach the entrance of the era of Chanukuk. So we could remember those investment moment, sacrifice always, and try to complete or reach the providence of the restoration. But now we can see the emphasis of more essential point of the original culture and also the nature. So this time we could see the precious, maybe we can see the starting point of the culture of Chanukuk, how we can create or establish from ourselves, our family, and our community. Please.
7. A biblical insight. The center of the community is where the pain is. This principle is also presented in Scripture as an important standard by which to view a community. In 1 Corinthians 12, the Apostle Paul compares the church to a single body and emphasizes the equal value of all its members. If one member suffers, all suffer together. If one member is honored, all rejoice together. 1 Corinthians 12:26.
Yes, this is a beautiful words. Please continue.
This passage teaches that the center of a true community is not the most visible or strongest part, but rather it is the member or family that is currently suffering the most and carrying the greatest burden. Only when we take collective responsibility for one suffering person or one family in crisis and help them stand again can we stand as one body. Likewise, our missionary strategy must not move in a direction that sacrifices individuals for the sake of the whole. Rather, it must move in a direction where the whole is revived by saving even a single life.
Yes, thank you. So looks like totally different focuses, but actually those message was already there from the beginning or even early times. When I check about the three parents message, also father said, when you do the mission in each place and you come back to your house, then you have to love your own children 3 times more than investing the outside. So in the past, we are focusing for mission outside of the family and for whole purpose, and we didn't think so much about own children, own family, or investment of the breast child. But when we see that those three fathers' message, I think 1970, 1980, even at that moment, Father also mentioned, we have to fulfill God's providence in the same time. we should not ignore own children. Even in nighttime, we came back the house the late night, even children is sleeping, but hold the hand and pray seriously for own children as the God child. Those message was there at that moment. Maybe it was not so much emphasized or really rush busy of the investment of the heaven's providence at the time. So it was not easy, of course, but once again, we could realize those points. And when we remember the past, there are so many our members, family members, second generation, and brothers and sisters. But how about current situation in each place? Surely there are many wounded brothers and sisters and also family members. How much are we really concerned those brothers and sisters? So we also could feel again and think again those our precious brothers and sisters. Visit them, pray also for them, spend time with them. This point was, of course, emphasized repeatedly, but that much the relationship and also creating again, centering on our heavenly parent with those brothers and sisters. So this area, this moment is also the precious and essential things. Please.
8. This week's practice. Beloved members, ultimately, the two-stream strategy is not a new policy or slogan. It is a reaffirmation in the context of the present time of Heavenly Parents' principle of creation and the principles of life that true parents have emphasized throughout their lives. When the purpose of the whole, the salvation of humanity and world restoration, and the individual purpose, the life of the kingdom of heaven on earth, and the formation of a community of the culture of heart, are fulfilled together, we will be able to stand as true owners of the Cheonguguk settlement era.
Yes, so these 2 points emphasized clearly. Please.
During this week, I hope you will take time to discuss with your family, fellow members, or close acquaintances why both the purpose of the whole and the individual purpose are necessary. Reflect together on which stream you have been focusing on more, what changes you might expect in your life of faith and family when the two wings are brought into balance, and how this balance may influence the realization of the ideal world that we have pursued together with true parents.
Okay, please.
With the grace of the day of all true things, I pray that this coming week will be one in which we practice life in Cheonguguk, where the whole and the individual exist in harmony. I pray that each of us may grow as a true owner of the era of the settlement of Cheonguguk. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. So I believe many of you are offering the prayer for brothers and sisters in each church, each community, or each nations. So those offering prayer, concern, those brothers and sisters is also precious. But also in the same time, if it was not happen to visit or meet those brothers and sisters, please also discuss how we can carry on to create the ideal culture and also to create the ideal community in each places, our family, and also our community, our tribe, and also brothers and sisters. So our leader or our blessed families, our second generation, you can also initiate, even bring this to discuss and to think together and to make the way. This is also already the great starting point. So let's also try and let's reach those brothers and sisters. So this is the message of Reverend Du. And today, one more thing, Turumada's court appearance. This was reported just yesterday through website. Maybe some of you already read the thing. So sometimes Reverend Kim Dong-yeon, Vice President, share this message to all members. Basically, this is also shared to member of Korea, but some important report was translated into English, and it would be shared to the brothers and sisters in the world. So it was already the post and to with translation in English, so we can read together. So this is the report about our Turumada's latest case. So mother went to the court and also she shared, and this is the latest update of our Turumada's case. So let's read together, please.
This June, in the 14th year of Chongyuguk, the heartfelt devotion of all family members has come together in prayer for True Mother's health and for our church to be more clearly understood. Sustained by these earnest prayers, True Mother has gradually regained her strength and, on June 12th, was at last able to appear in court. We offer here a summary of how True Mother came from her hospital bed in order to bear witness to the truth, plus an update on the progress of the trial.
Okay, please continue.
1. True Mother's testimony and key issues in the trial. At the June 12th hearing, True Mother personally appeared in court. Immediately after taking the witness oath, she firmly and unequivocally denied the central allegations, stating, "I have never given 100 million won to Kwon Song-dong. I have never provided any gifts to First Lady Kim Kyung-hee, nor have I ever made political donations to any politician." She further clarified that the present situation has resulted from the former Director General's inaccurate claims and incorrect statements.
Can you continue?
The defense argued that the special prosecutors had distorted the movement's core religious concepts, Chonuguk, and national restoration, mischaracterizing them as secular political lobbying. They focused on demonstrating through legal reasoning that the substance of the case had originated from the former Director General's unilateral decision-making and personal misconduct. The defense particularly highlighted the former Director General's habitual practice of carrying out actions without prior approval and reporting them afterward only if they yielded results, an arbitrary and autocratic working style. Most critically, they identified a decisive contradiction. The special report file for the relevant date, presented as key evidence, contained no reference to the provision of funds to former lawmaker Kwon Song-dong, thereby undermining the opposing side's claims.
Yes, thank you. So we could see there are really many story actually in many area, media side or opposition side, or even they are doing or attacking purposely. You can see Chani Cook or National Restoration, even Heavenly Constitution. That's why when we had a meeting, Continental Director meeting in Korea last month, originally we also tried to discuss about Heavenly Constitution, those things, but really this media or those person is attacking using this one and to attack wrongly. So when we study about the Chinese Constitution, actually they are explaining this is really the life what ethic or kind of the religious law or religious kind of the application for our life itself. but they are so much strongly emphasized this is the national law like outside nation. That's why there was also many confusion and also attacking from the outside people. So we could see, please.
On this basis, the defense is establishing in court that the case constitutes an act of embezzlement solely by the former Director General, once the most powerful figure within the organization, who misappropriated church funds to maintain his power and accumulate personal wealth. They have made a clear case that True Mother neither directed nor conspired in any of these actions.
Yes, thank you. Okay, please continue.
2. Key testimonies supporting the defense's position. During the recent trial proceedings, the defense's central arguments have been further substantiated through detailed testimonies from witnesses who were directly responsible for financial and operational matters at the time. A former executive in charge of planning and a close aide to the former Director General testified, True Mother's actual words did not match with the direction pursued by Yoon Yong-ho.
Okay, continue, please.
He had further revealed that, in an effort to justify his unilateral actions, Yoon had circulated separate internal guidelines titled Interpretation of the Words. These guidelines selectively distorted and imposed interpretations of True Mother's religious message to suit his own purposes. This testimony supports the conclusion that these actions constituted one person's deviation carried out under the pretext of acting in True Mother's name.
Okay, please continue.
A former executive in charge of finances at the international headquarters testified that the funds disbursed immediately prior to the presidential election were not executed under True Mother's instruction, but rather pursuant to the direct orders of the former Director General. The executive further clarified that, under the organization's financial regulations, such amounts could be approved and disbursed solely at the Director General's discretion. This testimony lends weight to the argument that the incidents the case is reviewing resulted from unilateral misconduct.
Thank you. So this is really sad thing or really painful thing. But anyway, there are many also evidence and there are things also to support our True Mother. So we should pray continuously for ending or releasing of our True Mother. Please continue.
Working level finance staff went on to testify to irregular accounting practices and signs of personal embezzlement by the former Director General and his spouse, including double reimbursements for luxury purchases and personal expenses ranging from tens of millions to hundreds of millions of won. They further noted a practice of requesting funds opaquely under headings such as missionary activity support without attaching supporting documentation, and disclosed that within a top-down hierarchical structure, funds were being disbursed in a non-transparent manner among operations staff.
Okay, please continue.
3. Becoming blessed families who convey heaven's will. Beloved family members, though True Mother delivered her statement in court with composure, her health has not yet fully recovered. Even so, she devoted the greater part of her speaking time not to the secular legal contest over facts, but to once again conveying heaven's truth to everyone present in that courtroom and to all of humanity. Through the pain in her body and the weight upon us, and the true value of the life true parents have lived.
Please continue.
Immediately after the hearing concluded, Mother returned to the hospital to focus once more on her recovery and treatment. We ask all family members to gather your hearts in prayer for her full and complete healing. Rather than being unsettled by the commotion of the courtroom, let us now wholly inherit the noble heart of True Mother, who has offered her whole self to bear witness to heaven's will. Let us fully heed True Mother's appeal to bear witness to the identity and responsibilities of the chosen people, and to the value of the lives of true parents and of blessed families, and become the most steadfast pillar of support in True Mother's solitary struggle. Let us trust in the power of truth and walk this path together with one heart. Arju.
Okay. Kim Dong-yeon, Vice President.
Sorry.
Thank you for reading. So we could see this is really the battle. True Mother herself is really standing the front line and to carry on this kind of heavy battle spiritually and also the physically. That's why how really ourselves to connect our special chanson and prayer for our True Mother's releasing and also overcoming all this current situation, and in the same time how we can carry on this also heaven's will, heaven's dream, heaven's wish in each our field, from our families, from our communities, from our area, and to return the hope and also happiness to our True Mother. This is the things how we can also carry on and fulfill. So today we saw two messages, and the second one is also latest one about the mother's cases. Let's also continuously pray. And I heard almost this first result will come on July. So this time is coming soon. So let's pray and also support our True Mother, carry on the providence. So thank you for joining today's morning Hondoke. Have a great time. 감사합니다.
Thank you very much, Rev Yutaka, for sharing with us as always, and really a great message and a great result with the court case, and message from Reverend Du, and just really simply because I know time is passing, I really we all know about the purpose of the whole, the purpose of the individual, and really I think myself included made the mistake of thinking that the whole was more important than the individual, seeing it as always putting more emphasis on sacrificing the individual for the greater. And we see that many times, the individual for the family for the tribe for the society, and all the way to the cosmos, and always that focus, but not recognizing that the whole needs to serve the individual as well. And actually it has to be a balance, and you can't get a balance unless both sides are equal. So actually the focus on the whole and the focus on the individual really need to be balanced, and so we balance that sacrifice, and as he said, move from sacrifice to security. So you can't have a tree without the roots. There's so many analogies to that highlight the individual and the whole. But the thing for me was realizing more completely that it has to be balanced, and therefore they are equal in their amount of emphasis that we should be putting. So that's a good thing to realize. So thank you, and maybe just anyone who has a comment, they can give. No, that's okay. It is time anyway, so we can just go straight to our unison prayers. I'll bring up that screen. There it is. So let's pray together. Thank you. Jew, Jew, Jew. Thank you again, Rev Yutaka, for sharing, and thank you everyone for coming. And I hope everyone has a great day, and see you all again tomorrow. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
Thank you, Reverend Taka. It's okay.